Hi everyone, on Tuesday, June the 17th, the first of 5 days at Royal Ascot, and it looks a fantastic week ahead. The weather forecast, hot, sunny, the ground on the faster side are good. They've been watering to maintain. Obviously, it's a really competitive and fascinating card. All the best horses from around the world lining up in opposition. Do check out our sponsor this week, Priced Up Bet. Well worth getting an account. They're enhancing and boosting a lot of prices at the front of the market about fancied horses, so it's well worth getting yourself sorted out there. We start off with our daily nap. This goes in the opener at 2:30, the Group 1 Queen Anne Stakes over a mile, and I think Rosalian holds outstanding claims here from the Richard Hannon yard. Now Richard going well, he's had a good couple of months, 4 winners in the last fortnight, and his colt is a high-class performer who made a very promising reappearance despite getting beaten when finishing third behind lead artist in the Lockinge, and I think this course and distance will suit ideally, as we saw last year when he won the St James's Palace Stakes under a confident ride despite plenty going wrong in the run. He was valued for 2 or 3 lengths further than the winning margin there. He's now won 5 of his 8 career starts. There'll be a good pace. The fast underfoot conditions are ideal, and he can swoop late under the top class Sean Levy. Our value angle selection goes in the last race of the day, the 6:10, the Copper Horse Stakes handicap, a stamina sapping 1 mile 6. I think French Master holds outstanding claims here from the John and Thady Gosden yard. Now the team enter the Royal Meeting in blistering form, 7 winners in the last fortnight at a 23% strike rate, and I think this progressive handicapper who landed pounds, shillings and pence at Goodwood down to 5-4 favourite last time out, despite not ever looking happy on the track at all. And I think that's meant he's preserved what is a very attractive mark. He's only been inched up a few pounds for that workman-like success. There's plenty more improvement to come, granted a thorough test of stamina at this more conventional track. He'll love the 1 mile 6 furlong trip and the fast ground, and he's got James Doyle on board for the first time. I think he can improve past these rivals. I think he's probably one of the stronger bets of the afternoon. The remaining 5 races, we'll spin through them in time order, starting with the Coventry at 3:05, a 6 furlong Group 2. Well, Underwriter is a double figure price, and he created such a huge impression when winning on his debut at Ayr. They put the money on. He was 11-10 favourite first time out. He travelled incredibly strongly throughout, driven out to assert. Now the form's okay, it's nothing wonderful, and this is a huge jump up in class, but Archie knows the time of day with his juveniles, and I'm confident that Underwriter will run a very big race here. Obviously you're up against the battalions from the Aidan O'Brien yard who often prove a class above, but Underwriter I think is the best of the English challengers and should go really well. The 3:40, the 5 furlong Group 1 King Charles III Stakes, well I think Asphora can repeat last year's success for Henry Dwyer. Now as a small trainer, not well known at all even in Ireland, Henry hasn't got that many horses, and I think you get a price here around about 7-1 about Asphora, who's been running at Morfettsville and has been running well, winning on her seasonal reappearance, and then last time out I think only finished 7th in the end, but she ran her race, she was parked very wide and showed blistering pace. I think the fast ground here absolutely ideal, and Oisin Murphy is back in the saddle for the first time since last year's triumph. The 4:20, the St James's Palace, a Group 1 over a mile. Field of Gold looks banker material here, a very progressive miler, beaten under a ride from Kieran Schumacher that attracted a lot of attention and probably ended that relationship, but he looked much more straightforward when winning at the Curragh under Colin Keane last time out, really travelling all over them and sprinting clear when shaken up. I think he's a shade of odds on. I think it's a more than fair price. He's a class above these rivals, and the fast ground should be absolutely ideal. The 5 o'clock, a 2 mile 4 furlong stamina sapping heritage handicap, the Ascot Stakes, looking for a big priced one here in Divine Comedy from a yard I really like, Harry Eustace. Now the reason you're getting a big price is a poor run in the Chester Cup last time out, but first thing to say is I think any run at Chester is excused. It was a huge field and Divine Comedy never really got on the track and finished well beaten. His previous 2 placed efforts put him bang there with the front of the market here. I think he'll definitely stay. He'll like the ground, and I think he'll go well at a big price. Perhaps look for a few extra places if you're playing each way in this race. You might get down to 6 for looking. And finally, the Wolferton at 5.35, a very hard race for punters. 1 mile, 2 furlong listed. Basically, some top-class sort of handicappers, Group 3 performers all lining up. Liberty Lane is relatively fresh after only a couple of runs this season. Comes from an excellent yard in Carl Burke, and I like the way he won last time out at Goodwood. Doing well to come from off the pace and showing a tenacious attitude under pressure. He's won 5 from 17 so far. Again, he'll love the fast ground. He's bound to go well. It should be a double-figure price. Best of luck with all 7 ITV races at Royal Ascot on Tuesday, and please do check out my YouTube channel and subscribe to it for the week ahead, and look up our sponsor, Priced Up Bet.